So the course, as I said, is anatomy and what? Physiology. 1, chair 212. So in this class, I'm going to introduce the course, then tell you 1 or 2 things that is expected of you. In my class, like today now, I'll give you topics, you go and do what? Research on. Am I communicating? Go through them. I give assignments every day. Every day. Give as many as possible. So all you need to do is this: every day you receive the assignment, what you do for the rest of the week. You research on those things, whatever whatever I give you for the week, you research on that. Have a write-up on that. Then if after the write-up you come to class, I'll give few minutes. You talk to us on what you prepared. For now, how many of you have access to system? None. Okay, for now, because there are many, so I can permit you to write it out. Is that clear? Just write it out. If you want to present, you submit a copy to me, then you can now do it. Tell us, few minutes, you talk to us what you're able to do. Is that clear? So that is, then after that number of minutes, it will end. I'll crown it up with lectures. I will now summarize it. Tell us one or 2 things we need to know about the topic. We review some questions. That is how my lectures go. Is that clear? So that means you should be up and what? Doing. As you are doing that, I will scoring you. Any presentation, if you like, hide it, run away. If you run away, when you run away, disappear from lecture. Whatever you come back, you must do your presentation. If you don't want to do it, of course, you know what will happen. Are we together? So take it what? Seriously. So before I even start today's class, I'll give you topics you go and research on. Is that clear? And have a write-up on that. So now, another thing I want to let you know is that for the course materials, I don't print. What I gave you the soft copies of my course material. But if I print it out, it will be more expensive. Is that clear? I'll give you the course. What is it called? The print out of the soft copy of it. If you want to print out, you can go and do what? Print. Because printing, if I print it out, it will be more expensive. And not only that, I'll give you a lot of some material that will guide you. Is that clear? So that's why if I don't like having maybe printing out one small pamphlet and give it to my student and call it what? Course material. If you have to print out what I want to give you, 5,000 will not be able to do it for you. Is that clear? So that's why I'll just give you, so you can now, if you have what it takes, maybe you have a printer in your house, or have a friend that has a printer, you can go there and print if that is what you want to do. If not, you can just go to it to your device. Is that clear? Is that clear? So now let's keep going. By the time, before the end of the class, when a handful of you comes, we can now talk about the course material, the course and everything, because I don't want to repeat myself again. Is that clear? So let me just go straight to the classes, okay? All right. So now, as I told you, that the course is anatomy and physiology 1. Anatomy and physiology 1. Okay. So what is thank God you said you guys did something last week. So tell me, what's anatomy and what is physiology? I didn't say you should read what you did. I said just what do you understand by the term anatomy and physiology? What you understood from what you are told. Let's start from there. What did you understand from what you are told about anatomy and physiology? I'm listening. You said what? I don't like this silence. This silence is not good. The silence is scary. So tell me. You say what? Speak up. Stand up and speak up. Let's hear you. Speak up. Be confident. Is what? Structure of human body. No, that is not anatomy. See that.
Anatomy is the structure of human body.
Is that right? Sit down. I'm coming. So in this course, anatomy and physiology, this course will help us to understand, number one, the structures of what? Human body. Structure of human body. So if you, at the end of this course, you'll be able to understand what? The structure of what? Human body. Then you also understand the chemistry of life. Then you also understand cells. What cells mean? What we mean by cells, tissues, glands, membranes, and different organs in the what? Body. You also understand the structure and functions of the tissues. And you also understand blood and composition of what? Blood. Then you also understand human heart. So starting from cardiovascular system. We also understand what cardiovascular system is. At the same time, you also understand the human heart. What the human heart is all about and functions of human heart. And so you also be able to understand the lymphatic system. So what are the limbs? What are lymphatic? What is the lymph? What is a lymph? What is the lymphatic system? What is the lymph node? What the organs that make up the lymphatic system? What are they? Is that clear? And why lymphatic system in human body? So these are what you will understand at the end of this course. Is that clear? So we'll take it step by step. We'll take it what? Step by step. Now, but before we go into that, we need to understand what is anatomy and what is physiology. Okay, in summary, in a nutshell, anatomy is the study of what? Anatomy is the study of what? The structure of what? Human body. Good. So, anatomy talks about the structure of human body. That's what it studies. Is that clear? So, it's not really concerned with what they do, the function, or just the structure. What is their position? How do they look like? What can you find in a particular structure? The structure can be organ, it can be tissue. Is that clear? What the anatomy talks about is how it looks like. What location? Where do we find this particular structure in the human body? What is the name? What is the location? What is the other structure that surround it? That is the relationship with other structures. What are you doing? What are you writing? Another thing in another class. I come and stay here. Come and stay here. Only with your mark, your pen and your jotter for this course. If you want to put down something, put only for this course. Is that clear? Then if you want to record, feel free to record, no problem. Is that clear? And do anything that you can do to help you understand this course. Feel free if you want to record. If you want to do video, feel free. If it is video that you will do, it will make you to know this course very well. Do video, no problem. If it is by writing it down, write it down. Anything you can do to let it enter your head, feel free. Are we together? Are we together? Anybody that fails my course is not serious. I don't know the course, you pass again if you fail my course, but I simplify everything for you unless you're not serious. So anything you want to do, feel free. If you want to record my lectures, record it. If you want to record the audio, record it. If you want to record do video, feel free. Anything you can do to make you understand. Remember whatever we discuss in class, do it. Okay? Good. Now, so it talks about it's just the structure and different levels, structural levels, how complex the structures in the body are. So that is what anatomy does for studies. Anatomy can study such thing systemically by system. You can study it by region. When I say system, I mean, there are some, if you go, but by the time we go to the structural level, you understand about the cells, tissues, organ, system, and the organism. Is that clear? The different levels. Now we have different systems in the body. Anatomy can study the structure based on the system. Maybe you may focus on respiratory system and look at all the everything in all the structures in the what? Respiratory system. Is that clear? That's what we mean by anatomy, studying the human structure by system by system. And you can study you can look at the reproductive system or simply reproductive anatomy. Then now you look at all the structures in the reproductive system. It can be uterus, can be the penis, it can be vagina, it can be fallopian tube, all those things now in the what? Reproductive system. You can also study another system like cardiovascular system by system. Is that clear? Look at the system. Look at all the structures in the cardiovascular system. It can be which are the heart is there, true of us, the blood vessels, right? Which are the arteries and veins, right? Capillaries. These are what? Structures in the what? Cardiovascular system. You can also study based on the under system. You can also study endocrine system. You start looking at different glands, hormones, different glands in the body. All these things I have mentioned are under when an anatomy studies the structure based on what? System. Then anatomy can also study the body structure based on region. You may look at the head. Study head is a region of human body. Are you aware? Head is a region of what? Human body. Upper arm, this upper arm here is a region of human body. True of us. The lower limb here is a region of what? Human body. Is there any picture? Okay, good. Let me use this because I like demonstrating. You see a head. See regions now. Anatomy can study. Good, wonderful. See system now. Anyway, I said anatomy can study human body by system. It can study by what? Region. Look at this system. This one is specifically digestive system. You see all the structures in the digestive system. You can see the liver. You can see even though liver is accessory, but it's still under the digestive system. You see the stomach. You see the gallbladder. You see the duodenum. You see the colon, appendix. All these things are under what? Pancreas. Then they are under what? Digestive system. So anatomy may focus on the digestive system and study it. True of us. This is a typical example of studying human structure, body by system. Now, apart from that, now look at this one now. If you look at this one now, this one is by region now. It's not system now, by region of the body. The nine region of the abdomen. This one is just the abdomen. Abdomen is a region. Are you aware? Thorax is a region. Head is a region. True of us. Lower limb from here to here is a region. Upper limb is a region. Thorax, abdomen. Now let's look at abdomen. Under abdomen now, you see different. This abdomen is divided into nine what region? Abdomen. It's divided into 9 what? Region. You see the right hypochondriac region. You see the epigastric region. Just draw 3 imaginary lines. 1, 2, 3. Draw again. 1, 2, 3. You have the nine region of the abdomen. Sorry, chest is not there. It's from here, abdomen. 9 region. You have the right. This study is the right hypochondriac region, epigastric region. Left hypochondriac region. We have the right lumbar region. Umbilical region is here. You have the left lumbar region. You have the right iliac.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You have the right iliac. Iliac is here. Iliac is here. See where I'm touching. Right iliac region. We have the hypogastric region. You have the what? Left iliac region. Now, each of these 9 regions, each of them has different structures found under them. As you can see, the right hypochondriac region, you see the what? Ascending colon, gallbladder, liver, right kidney, small intestine, transverse what? Colon. Some may cut across other regions. So hope you know. Like now, this a particular organ or structure may cut across other 2 or more regions. True of us. Because now, if you go to epigastric region, if you look what you see that liver is present in the right hypochondriac region, and liver is also in the what? Epigastric region, because liver is large. Look at liver, it's a very large organ. It starts from here. If you divide this 1, 2, 3, it starts from the right what? Right what? Hypochondriac region. You have the middle of here, you have the what? Epigastric region. The liver is here. That's why if they want to palpate your liver, they will touch here. To check if you have if you complain, if there are signs of hepatitis now, if you go to the physician, you will lie down like this, and they will palpate here. This hypochondriac region. If it's inflamed, they will know. Is that clear? They will know that if it's actually inflamed, they will know. They will palpate from here, because the liver cuts across like this. So now, these things are now talking about the studying of anatomy. Now is not looking at the by region, structures of the body by region, where they can. This is very important. That's why you will say, why is that once I go to the hospital, the doctor will say, lie down. The doctor has already used his eyes to divide your abdomen into 9 regions. The division has already divided your what?
9 regions.
Your abdomen into 9 regions. See where you are. Look at here now. Look at here. Look at here. You see here. See liver here. See liver here. See liver here. It cuts across like this. Is that clear? So you palpate from here to here to here. You do it like until he. Apart from other diagnostic tests, first of all you palpate here, and as he's doing it, he's asking you, do you feel pain? Do you feel pain? Do you feel pain? Do you feel pain? Now, each of these structures are present in each of this area, and some can, as I said, some can cut across each one. So the point here is that an anatomy also studies human structure of the body by what? Region, not just by system alone. Is that clear? This is just a way of what? Introduction. We'll still go deep into that. Now, so this is then. But when you talk about physiology talks about the functions of those. Remember, we are just talking about mentioning the different structures. We did not talk about what they do, right? Did we? Physiology talks about the function of these what? Structures. Are we together? So anatomy and physiology goes hand in what? Hand. You cannot talk about physiology without talking about what? Anatomy. And you cannot just talk about anatomy without talking about what? They go hand in hand. That's why the course is anatomy and the what? Physiology. You can never understand the function. You can never understand physiology without understanding what? Anatomy. You must know the structure you are talking about. True of us, before you now know the function of the what? The structure. So physiology is more like functional anatomy. It's more like what? Functional what? Anatomy. Are we together? Are we together? It's more like what? Functional what? Anatomy. That is what physiology is. So in a nutshell, now let us say also one or two things about anatomy as a way of introduction to anatomy. We have two major areas in anatomy. We have the one we call gross anatomy or macroscopic. Gross or macroscopic anatomy, and we have microscopic anatomy. Gross or macroscopic anatomy, and we have what? Microscopic what? Anatomy. Are we together? Are we together? Now, if you say macroscopic, it means that you can see. This one talks about the structures you can see and touch, or even feel. Right? Can you see cell? You cannot see cell, right? You cannot see cell, right? So, but you can see, you can feel the liver. You can palpate it. In fact, you can even see it if they dissect the cadaver. True of us, you know what cadaver is? Cadaver is a dead body they use in experiments, maybe for medical students, used in experiments. Are you aware that it's human body that they actually use, not cockroach or rat? Because they are studying human being. It's actually human body that medical students use to do their practical, to see how the liver is. They cut it open. Apart from the one you see I'm talking about the one they bring out, cut open. It's human. It's actually a human body. So that dead body is government body. It's government body. The different medical schools get their own. They will now use it. That's what they use for practical. Once maybe a new class enters, they will give them full human body. They will start dissecting it, start studying different regions of the body and different organs of the body, different structures, and see how they look like, compare it to what they have in textbook and learn. So it's actually human body that they use to study. So that human body is what they call cadaver. Cadaver, yes. Cadaver. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Hi, sir.
Fine, sir. Welcome.
Well, that's
All together. It's called what? Cadaver. Okay, you've not heard of that term before?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Know it today, okay? Now, this one, there's another one we call what is it called? The microscopic anatomy talks about the cells and tissues. Is that clear? This one studies what? Those ones that you cannot observe with your eyes, right? In microscopic anatomy, it talks about the one that you cannot observe with your what? Eyes, naked eye. You observe them. You would use of what? Aid of what? Microscope. So under it, you see anytime you are studying the cell or tissue, they are under what? Microscopic what? Anatomy. They are under what? microscopic anatomy. Not macro. The first one is macro. This one is what? Micro. Are we together? Microscopic. Now, so if what you are studying is cell, it's actually called cytology. It's actually cytology. See what? Please you can get marker, please. Fast. Under microscopic anatomy, if you are studying, what are you doing? Yeah? You are using your phone to. How do you cope? How do you cope with that? So you are typing what I'm saying in your phone. It will delay you. Okay. So if we have here is if what you are studying under microscopic anatomy, if what you are studying is tissue, is called what? Sorry, is cell, is called what? Cytology. If it is tissue, is called what? Histology. Are we together? Are we together? It's called what? Histology. All right. So as I said before now, human physiology talks about, please remember this. So we will be talking about human physiology. It's not only human that have anatomy and physiology. I hope you know.
Yes.
I'm just talking about, because this course is human anatomy and physiology. It's actually human anatomy and physiology. That's what this course is. Lower animals have their own. But every living being has its own anatomy and what? Physiology. Even plants, are you aware? Yeah. Are you aware? We have plant anatomy and plant what? Physiology. Because they have structures that perform different functions in the plant. That's why it's a living organism. Okay? But our focus is in what? Human anatomy and what? Physiology. Okay? Now, human physiology, as I said before now, talks about what? The structure. In fact, it basically talks about the how these structures in human body work together to support what? The functions of what? Life. So in summary, how they function, they perform, because they interact to perform specific functions in human body. Are we together? They interact. So their interaction now will now lead to performing a particular function, depending on what they are naturally engineered to do what? To do. Am I communicating? By the time we go to the different levels of structural organizations of human body, you understand it better. Is that clear? But just know that they interact in one way or the other to perform particular different functions. So when you talk about physiology, these functions should be your focus, because without knowing the anatomy, these structures, their positions and how they look like, what they are composed of, you will not be able to do what? Understand the function. Is that clear? Good. Now, sorry ma'am. Okay, now, any questions so far? No question, right? Good. Now, let me ask my own question. Okay, ask.
I don't understand this place.
Where?
You say microscopic, that is that we can feel.
Okay.
I don't understand.
You came late. I was talking about different areas of areas in what? Anatomy. Is that clear? I said we have macro or gross what? Anatomy. Or macro macroscopic anatomy. As I look at you now, I can see. Are we together? I can see externally. I can see different regions of your body. I can see your head as a region. True of us. Even though yes, I may not be able to see unless I dissect the head, I can see other structures. But me looking at you, I can see the head region, right? I can see the head region. I can see the limbs, right? Upper limb and what? Lower limbs. Now, I told you about cadaver, right? So if I'm able to, we're able to have access to cadaver that dissect. Even as you look at these things I showed you before. See, look at this one now. Taking a good look at this system now. This is the digestive system, right? Now, if the abdomen is open up like this now, you can see these structures. You can see them. You can see the liver. You can see the stomach. You can see the intestine from this small, large. You can see them. So, studying of these things you can see without any aid. Use of microscope, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can carry it. That is what we mean by what? Macroscopic or gross what? Anatomy. Gross anatomy of what? Macro, not micro. Macro what? Scopic anatomy. But these structures you are looking at now, it goes beyond just there are other things that you cannot see. Look at this liver now. There are things you cannot see inside the liver. There are other things inside the liver you cannot see with your eyes. It's not just about being there, being the largest organ. No, there are things inside that liver that makes it to be able to do what it does. Is that clear? Now, how can you see those ones? You cannot see them. That's what will lead us to what? Microscopic anatomy. Micro, you need with the aid of what? Microscope, you can assess them. Are we together? And by the time we do the structures, the structural organization, you understand even from the molecular level, chemistry, molecular level, you come up to what? Cells and what? Tissue. Cells, tissue. If you are studying now the cells and the tissues that make up this organ, you will not be able to see it with what? Your naked eyes. So that study is under what? Microscopic anatomy. I went back because of you. Hope you're following.
Yes, sir.
So and I said that if the area you want to your focus is on the cell, is called what? Cell. Is that clear? But if it is on tissue, it's called what? Histology. Even though we have another level embryology, but let's not go there. Let's limit ourselves to the scope. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now, this is what we mean by microscopic. I don't know if I answered your question. Did I answer your question? Okay. All right. So now, any other question? Any other question? Okay, tell me what I said about anatomy and physiology. So what is the difference between anatomy and the physiology? If you ask now, differentiate between anatomy and physiology, what will you say?
Anatomy is based on structure.
The structure, let me come remember it, okay?
Yes, why physiology is based on factual.
Is it factual function? What?
Functional anatomy.
Okay, leave big grammar. Tell me what you mean by function. Tell me about what is the function now. Just you know it, oh yeah. We will see go to big grammar. Let's calm down first. If by function, what are we talking about? You can just give me an instance, right? What do you mean by function?
On my own aspect, function means the main importance of anatomy, as in function, what they are doing, I don't know how to put it. Function means the main importance of, okay, maybe like we are doing this thing now, the main importance of the reason why we are doing it. And structure is the part of the thing that we are doing on my own Islam.
Okay. Let me bring it home. You know, I made mention of. Okay, let me leave. Let me go to stomach now, right? Yes, stomach is a structure, right? So if you just say stomach, you are talking about structure. What does the stomach do in the body? That's a function, and that is physiology. So the moment you start talking about what you don't, if you just talk about anatomy, you talk about where is it located. Remember the 9 regions of the abdomen, right? Yeah. You talk, okay, where is it located? Okay, location. You are talking about what? Anatomy. What other structures? Is it lateral to the, okay, sorry. We'll still go over to what? We'll still go to terminologies, but just know that, is it close to this particular organ? Is it behind a particular organ? Is it above a particular structure? You are talking about what? Anatomy. Okay, now what nerves can we, what innervates it? What blood vessels take blood to it, and what blood vessels remove them, drain blood from it? You are talking about what? Anatomy. But the moment you start going over to what does it do? Okay, after eating, the peristalsis is to break down food, right? The gastric juice, it secretes, and so some other enzyme. You are talking about what? Function. And that is what? Physiology. Is that clear? Have you ever seen that you must understand anatomy before you will even understand what? Physiology. That's why they are not two, they are together, anatomy and even though when you go higher in other, you see it, each of them as a different entity, but at this level they are together as anatomy and what? For the purpose of this what? Level. Are we together? Are we together? Do you know why I'm taking my time to explain it? If you don't understand this introduction, forget it. You may just cram your course material and go and pass your exam. When you leave here, simple question they will ask you, you'll be looking at it, you'll be like, did this person are you sure this person did anatomy? I've gone for different oral interviews, I know what I'm talking about. You ask a simple question, it will become clear like this, but you need to understand, doesn't even know anything about it. You just cram what they were told in class and pass. So please, and I don't want you to be that type of what? Students. That's why I'm taking my time to lay this foundation. So that when we now go over to higher topics, it will be easy for you to understand. And when you get to your course material, it will be easy for you to do what? Go through. Okay, now. So that's the way of what? Introduction. Are you sure there's no other question? Please ask if there is any, please.
What about the structures?
The structure of
Anatomy and physiology.
let me understand your question.
As in, you have already told us about the functions.
Okay.
What they are doing, like stomach now.
Okay.
How the stomach is, what is the importance of stomach?
Okay.
That is the function.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to understand about the structure. Structure is how it is, Abi.
The only thing, let me he has not understand what is anatomy. He said, but now she understands function.
Function.
I understand.
Okay.
But I understand that we can't do without anatomy.
Okay.
Let him explain what is anatomy.
Okay. That means I'll go back again. You came late. That means I'll go back again. So let's just start by 9. I think so. Please try to be coming on time so that you don't take us back
I
like
have
this
to
anytime.
trek down.
No problem. Okay, we are talking about anatomy. We say that anatomy studies what? Studies what? The structures of the body. Is that clear?
Okay, now
I
understand.
heard it's structure. You know why we use structure? You know, it can be the structure in question can be organ. Listen carefully. It can be different organs, vessels, and all other things in the body. So we just all of them are under what structures.
Okay.
So in that study now, it's not just about the structure. You also studies their location. Where are they located? What is the relationship with other structures and organs in the body? So that's what anatomy talks about. Is that clear? And I also say that anatomy, there are different approaches. Anatomy can be studied from the approach of system. It can be studied from the approach of what? Region, right? Region. So I gave examples here. I used these two listen. You are taking us back. Oh?
Yes.
I use these two.
I understood that.
I said that this one now studies anatomy by system.
Yes.
This is specifically the digestive system now. This one I talked about all the structures in the digestive system, irrespective of where they are located. All they know is that digestive system, all the structure. If you watch now, the digestive system now, different pelvis is there, abdomen is there. Is that clear? In fact, that's how we even go. You can even stretch to the mouth, because the digestion starts from where? The mouth. But the mouth is located in an entire different region, head region. So irrespective of the region, so far that particular structure has a business with what? A system. So it can be, as we have this now, we also have it as have respiratory system. We have reproductive system. We have lymphatic system. A lot of them. So this is an approach of, so anatomy can be studied by system. And I also say that anatomy can also be studied by region. This one now you see here is the abdomen. Is that clear? Now you can study anatomy based on the region, even focus on the head. In fact, most of the anatomy textbooks, especially a gross anatomy textbook, focus on what? Regions. Is that clear? Regions. The upper arm, upper limb, lower limb, thorax, abdomen, pelvis, the head. I will put it together. So all the structures, when you're studying the structures in the head, in the human head, you are talking about regional anatomy. So each of them can serve as an approach of what? An anatomy. Is that clear? Look as if we started this lecture for this, but it's okay. The most important thing is for us to be effective. But don't come late again. I will not tolerate it. I don't listen to my students that come late. Unless there's a reason for you to come late, then you can let me know from the beginning. But because it's the first time, I'll keep quiet. Next time I will not tolerate that. Okay? It's not a good thing. All right. So, but feel free. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, because we're here to learn. Okay? Any question? Any question? Okay. Now, I said that I will ask you my open question, right? Before I go over to other things we have. Okay, now, if you're not asked, let me repeat that question as before, because I've not gotten the answer. If you're not asked to differentiate between anatomy and physiology, what are you going to say? Differentiate between the two of them, anatomy and physiology. Differentiate between anatomy and anatomy with examples. So if you answer the question, we move to the next subtopic without wasting time. Okay? Let's not waste time on that.
I'll get up now.
You're looking at your at your device. No, but by now you should not. You should not looking at anything. Just tell me what do you understand by. I'm listening. What's your name?
No, you must.
Hmm?
No, you must.
Your full name is what?
Hang on, no, you must.
Olayemi.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hang on, no,
Uh-huh. Tell us, differentiate between the with specific examples. Yes.
Anatomy is the study, is the structure of the body.
It's not true. Anatomy is not the structure of the body.
Is the study
Uh-huh.
is the study by system or region. They can study anatomy through the systems or region. And
Did you know that just one statement is enough? Just one statement. You don't even need long story. Just one statement is enough.
Yes.
Give me examples.
physiology is the function of the body.
Organizes the
Okay.
anatomy of the body, human body, level of organization.
What are you looking at? You're looking at your phone. Talk to us. Keep that phone and talk to us. Share with me what you understood all this while. That's what I need. I want to hear, not what you have in your material. Because there's something that I want to let you know. Is what you is the what you're able to take home from what you discussed today that will contribute to a residual knowledge on this course. It's not what is in the course material.
Physiology can be treated without, cannot be treated without anatomy. And likewise, anatomy cannot be treated without specific.
That is not the definition.
Say that thing you want to say. Say it.
Physiology is the function to anatomy.
You are still struggling to put what I said in your head. No. Okay, use any organ in your system in human body to distinguish between anatomy and physiology. That's all. Use any organ, any structure.
Hand like this.
Okay. Uh-huh.
There is the layer.
Mm-hmm.
There's layer there. And your leg is on.
Let me try some.
Okay.
Like our liver now
Okay.
is our anatomy, as in the whole one digestive system.
Okay.
The joint of the digestive system is our anatomy,
Okay.
and physiology is the structure, is the function.
Okay.
Is the function. That means is our, as in the liver. The liver is physiology. Why the digestive system?
What are you saying?
I want to.
It's okay. Sit down. You know, this is even this. If you go back to your biology, hope all of you did biology. I mean, did it, not though that they wrote for. You did it, biology by yourself. In secondary school, you did biology, sat down, went to biology classes, read it and wrote work by yourself, not though that they wrote for. So when I say did, I mean someone that sat down in classes, attended classes, and read, and went to exam by himself and wrote biology and passed WAEC. That's what I mean by those that did biology. Are you one of those people?
I'm one of them.
So if you're one of them, good. Then this thing, just have a flashback. Just recall what you discussed in biology. At least there are two topics you talk. They ask you all those they were asking that time. What are the functions of the liver, functions of the kidney, all those things you are saying, and the liver helps in the metabolism, and then the detoxification, all those things you were learning that time. Just bring it up to what you are doing now. It's simple. It's the same thing you are doing, but they give it another name because in the medical field now. Is that clear? Here now, they call it what? Physiology, the function of those organs in the body. What do they do? So if your focus is just to describe how the liver look like, look at the shape, where it's located, how it looks like. You are talking about the what? The anatomy of the what? Liver. Is that clear? But when you are talking about what does the liver, what does it do in the human body?
Sir, the description is the description means anatomy.
If you are describing how it looks like,
Okay.
what is the shape?
And
Where is it located?
Okay, and what does mean the function?
The function is what it does. That's physiology. What it does and how it does those things is the physiology. But if you just talk about how it looks like, the shape, where is it located, we are talking about what? Anatomy.
What he says simply means anatomy is the study. You understand? Is the study of structure of the body. And these are the structures you see. All this liver, all these ones. Do you understand? Shebo?
Yes.
So that you will not be missing. The way you are missing it together, it doesn't even give you any meaning. It's the study of the structure of the body. That is anatomy.
Do you now understand it?
Physiology is the function of the
Head
body.
of the yes.
Thank you.
Change is the function. The physiology is the function.
So those structures you talk about in anatomy,
The structures.
what is their functions? What do they do in the human body? You see this hand, the hand now you are using to write now, right? And the coordination between that your hand and the brain. If you are describing how you're able to write that thing you're writing now, we are talking about what? Physiology. Because your brain, the nervous system, the brain, which is part of the nervous system, the nerves, and they are controlling. You are being able to hold this pen now you are using to write. Physiology is in place now because all the structures of the skeletal, the muscle. Listen carefully now. For you to be able to write that thing you're writing now, do you know how many structures that work together to allow you to be able to write? The muscles of the upper limb are there. The nerves are there. Even the blood vessels have their function role to play. Then the brain is also there. Even the eyes, because you're able to see what I'm writing on the board before you can now send back the signal to the brain. You'll not be able to hold your pen while I write. The air is good. The ear is so a lot of structures come together to be able to allow you to be able to do what? Write. So they perform their functions interdependently. They perform their function, and together you'll be able to write, understand what I'm saying, and be able to put it down. If there is any issue in any of the structures, you may not be able to effectively write down something. That's why some people may be in a class and lecture is going on because they do not understand what they won't even know what to write. Cognition is an issue now, part of the brain. But by the time we go to the nervous system, we now go to brain, and you look at different part of the brain that is responsible for a lot of action, both the one that are voluntary, you want to do, and one that you don't even know when you do them, involuntary. Is that clear? Okay. So please, it's important. This thing we are doing now, we look as if we are playing, but it's very important you understand this. I've seen things. That's why I'm taking my time to break it down like this, so you understand it. If you understand it now, whatever you are going through, whatever you go through on this course will just be walk over, because you now understand exactly what the course is all about. There's nothing to be afraid of. Your biology that's modified, upgraded to this level. Is that clear? Is that clear? You specifically on human beings. That's all. Specifically for what? Human. You know that biology is more vast. Plant is there, other animals, but this one is specifically for what? Human being. Anatomy and physiology. I like the question you are asking. Two of you are not asking questions. I like the question you're asking. It helps. It shows that you are following. I don't know. Maybe two of you are not asking. Ask questions, so you don't. The most important, all parts of the lecture are important too, but you see that the first lecture is very important. The introductory part of any course is very important. So don't miss out, don't miss the class, and don't keep quiet. Ask questions if you don't understand. It will go a long way preparing your mind for that course. All right. In the absence of any other question, we continue. Unless you have, but if you have, feel free as we go on. Feel free to ask if you have any question. Okay? Okay. Now, another important area I want us to look at is you'll be talking about structures, the organs and systems in the human body. But we would not be able to understand it if we don't break down this structure. Is that clear? What we mean by structure. So, and before we can understand that, I want to take us back to our biology. Your biology. What are levels of organization in biology? Who can tell us levels of? Yes. In biology, that's one of the first topics you do in biology in SS1. What are they? Levels of organization. Yes. I'm listening. You say what? Say it now. Where is your confidence? Say it. If you fail it, will correct you. Say it. You are there. Hey, I'm listening. Start from the smallest unit, then come up. Start with the building block, then come up.
Like atom, cell, tissue,
Thank you. I think it's okay. Let's not waste time. Remember your levels of what? Organization. You did it in your biology. Cells, tissue, organ, right? Organ system, then, right? Good. But let us now look at it critically. Everything in life is chemistry. Everything starts from, everything is chemistry. There's nothing you can bring up, even if this pen, now if you break it down, it goes down to elements. One element, 2, 3, or 4, or more than 4 elements make up this. Another element, we have atoms, right? Components of element, right? We have the atoms, right? We have ions and molecules, right? Good. And in fact, that's why they say that chemistry is the study of what? Matter. Properties of matter. And the composition of matter. And the changes matter does what? Undergo. That's chemistry. So chemistry is life. Everything is all about what? Chemistry. Even as you are now, if everything from what clothes you are wearing, from your body down, if you bring it down, everything is all about carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, then other elements, depending on what element that make up the clothes you are wearing. True of us. So now, everything starts from the atom. Even though, yes, you know the atom has subparticles like ions, like protons, neutron, and what? Electron. That's subparticles of the atom. But it starts from atom. Atoms interact to form molecules. I'm talking about structural organization. human body now. Is that clear? Structures interact to form, atoms interact to form molecules. And molecules interact to form macromolecules, larger molecules. Am I communicating? Now, different macromolecules interact to form what you call organelles. Organelles. I'll give you an example of each of them. Then different organelles now interact to form the what? Cell. So everything below the cell is taken at the chemical level. They are non-living, chemical level. They are non-what? Living. From atoms, molecules, macromolecules, organelles. Those ones are under what? Chemical level of organization. They are non-living. That's where God did his wonders. How does non-living things that are non-living interact? How do they interact to come up with cell that is living? That is a mystery. Even scientists find it difficult to do what? Explain it. It's synonymous to what was said, what the record was recorded in what? In what? Book of what? Genesis. That God brought what? Clay and bred the what? Life. And the clay has what? Life. The clay, nothing. The breath of life entered the clay. Clay has what? Life. The same thing now. All this is chemical life, nothing. But once they interact at the cellular level, life starts. So, cell is the basic and functional unit of what? Of what? Life. Not just its functional unit of what? Life. So life starts at level of what? Cellular levels. Cell. That's where life starts. Now, all the organelles of when you talk about organelles now, you talk about the different nucleus, right? Nucleus, we have mitochondria, we have lysosome, we have endoplasmic reticulum, we have both the smooth and the rough one. You have Golgi apparatus, there are many of them. There are many of them. Is that clear? All these organelles, they interact to form the what? The cell. Now, why different macromolecules? Name them DNA, RNA, and what have you. And other macromolecules, glycoproteins, lipoproteins, all those ones, they come together to form different what? Organelles. That's why if you look at the cell membrane, you see different protein, lipoprotein, glycoprotein form the what is it called? The cell what? Membrane or the plasma membrane. If you look into it critically. So the point I'm trying to make is that the first level is what? Chemical level. So all this while I've tried to explain what make up the what? The chemical level. From atom, macromolecule, atom molecules, macromolecules, and what? Organelles. They are under what? Chemical level of what? Organization. Are we together? Are we sure we are together? So that's the chemical level of organization. Then the next level is what? Cellular level. Remember, where does life start? From where? Cell. The chemical level, no structure there or whatever is living. Is from cell. Cell is living, right? Cell has life. So now I said that the different organelles now they now interact to form the what? The cells. That's why we have different cells of the body. In fact, so there are cells that exist on their own as individuals, as living organisms. Okay? Are you aware? Even though yes, let me just shoot a bit so you understand when we say cell. That there are some cells, there are cells that exist on their own as individual, but there are cells that don't exist on their own as what? Individual. In fact, in human body, in human body, most of the cells are found within a particular tissue. Is that clear? Or organ? But there are some cells, just like you read in your biology, right? Amoeba is a cell on its own. It's one cell, and it's living. It's an organism at the same time, right? Paramecium is a cell. It's living on its own. Out together. There are many of them. Euglena is a cell, right? It's living on its own. There are many of them. But there are cells that are integrated in a multicellular entity like tissue. They are within perform for their function within a particular what? Tissue. Am I communicating? Now, that's what we mean by when we say that different cells interact to form a what? Tissue. Are we together? A tissue. But just know that cell on its own is a level. Now, example of cells in human body. Who knows? Just give me an example of one cell, in human body. Just one, Remember, we are talking about, I don't want to go into other, we are talking about human and anatomy of physiology. So in human body, now tell me one cell, Tell me a structure in the body of a human body that is a level of cell. That's what I mean, at cellular level. Example. There is no. Liver is no, it's not liver. Who can tell me? No idea. Do you know that sperm or egg are they cell or tissue? They are cells. Okay, you say, ow. An example. Even the liver you mentioned, we have liver cells. We call them hepatocytes. Hepatocytes. Liver cells. We call them what? Hepatocytes. Liver cells, what? Hepatocytes. Have you heard of the term nephron? Nephron in the kidney. Nephron is kidney cells now, right? Don't worry, when we go into that, I will talk about that more. This liver as an organ now, look up. Remember, we talked about microscopic anatomy. Now, microscopically, you will not be able to see the hepatocyte in the what? Liver. It's with the aid of microscope you can see they have their function. So if somebody is having liver disease now, it starts at that level of is the cells that will be dying. Gradually. You think that the person will think that I'm healthy. Before they even dictate it, they are by through chemical wet laboratory this thing. Most of the hepatocytes would have even gone. So when the liver cells are affected, before what's going on, the entire liver will go. Are we together? So have you not seen, because of how complex human body is, there are a lot of cells. So these cells, these structures need to be organized level by level so that the structure will be well coordinated. If not, it will be scattered. You won't have one cell will be here, one cell will be here. Everything, no organization. So nature, God has to organize all these things. Pack the one that should be in the liver. Everything about liver, body, cell, tissue, everything. The same thing with other structures of the body. Am I communicating? So cell is a level of what? Organization. Then another level is what? The tissue. Please note, if you are asked, it may be oral exam, whatever, please, about level of organization or levels of structural organization. Don't scatter it. Take it in a particular order. Best ascending order. Is that clear? From the lowest level to what? Don't say liver. Sorry, don't say cell. And after cell, you jump to organ. Is that clear? Yeah. So just take it in a particular order and indicate the order you are taking it. Are we together? So me, I'm taking it now from the lower in ascending order, from lowest level to highest level. Is that clear? Now, so let's look at the tissue level. So what is a tissue? So tissue are just tissue. A tissue is composed of similar cells that come together to perform a common function. Similar cells that come together to do perform a common function. Now look at, remember I made mention of okay, let me ask you again. Even if are we together? Wait, what is the issue you have, sir? Pen. Do I have pen here? Oh. Does any of you have two? Anyone is okay. Just be writing something. That thing you are pressing with this thing is not good. Alright, so tell me, what structure in the body do you think is at level of tissue? Who can tell me structure in the body that is at level of tissue, at the tissue level? Structure in the human body that is at the tissue level. Hand. No, what are you saying? Who can tell me that is at the tissue level? If you say hand has a lot of things covered by the skin. A lot of things are, so it's not hand. Vein? No. Vein and artery, and they're not tissues. They're not tissues. They are higher level than tissues. Because if you get veins, you see. Let's not talk more. Let's talk.
Blood.
Yes. Okay. She's not even sure what she said. Yes. Blood is a tissue. Blood is at what? Tissue level. So example is what? Blood. Blood is at what? Tissue level. Blood has different cells. Are you aware? Blood cells, right? We have the red blood cells, right? And white blood cells. So those ones are the what? Cellular level. So blood is a what? It's a tissue. Thank you for that. Any other one? Even the bones, yes. Bones and cartilage, they are the what? Tissue level. Bones and what? Cartilages. They are at what? Tissue level. Okay? They are what? Tissue levels. So the cells of the bones are called the osteocytes. The same way that the cells, the kidney, liver is called the what? The hepatocyte. That of the. Are we together? Are you listening to me? I say something now. What did I say? That the cells of the bones are called what? You see, you are talking. They are called what? Osteocytes. Osteocytes. Is that clear? Is that clear? So bone, the bone is a tissue, it's a connective tissue. Are we together? Osteocyte. That the cells itself, the cells that make up the what? The bone. Is that clear? Remember that. Remember cells come together to form a what? Tissue, right? So the cells that come together is what they are called what? Osteocyte. Cells of the bone. Cartilage. You know what cartilage is, right? Do you know what cartilage is?
No.
Okay, let me now use. How many of you ate meat today? Meat that has bone. Maybe fowl, maybe chicken leg. Okay. How many of you have eaten before? As you are eating that bone now, this thing that at the end of the bone that you want to chew. You cover the end of the bone. And like this. It's easy to chew, right? That's the what? Cartilage. Is that clear? But by the time, just know that you know that in joints, if this is a bone, you know, from your biology now, a bone is the meeting point of joints, right? So these are bones that come together to form a joint, right? At the end of each of these bones, cartilage is there. Even though we have fluid, synovial fluid, this cartilage is there to prevent, you know, when they come together, without this cartilage, the friction it can be painful. Is that clear? Yes. So this offers the protective layer at the end of these bones. Even though yes, the synovial fluid is also there, but if for those that have arthritis or whatever, this place, their issue, some not all anyway, their issue will be what? This synovial fluid may not be enough, or may even not be sufficient quantity there, or may not even be there, depending on some issues, some issues. Now, these two ends will be what? There will be friction between what? The two ends, and it will get to the extent that this thing will start wearing out, and it's painful. In fact, this is where the pain for patients that have this what? Arthritis. What? Remember, okay, you don't know, we have two types of arthritis. But when we get there, we'll discuss that. But I just want to describe what cartilage is, right? So we have the bones and what? Cartilage, right? Is that clear? Now, the cartilage is also a what? Tissue, right? The cells are chondrocytes. Chondrocytes. Are we together? So these are structures at the what? Tissue what? Level. Some of the structures at what? Tissue level. Are we together? At what? Tissue level. Some of the structures at what? Tissue level. Remember, before the end of this class, I'll give you assignments so you can research more. In your next class, I will hear you talk to us. There are some other structures that are at what? Organ level. There are some that are what? Organs, right? So
Okay. I think you understand. Cell to what? From cell to what? From tissue to what?
good. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
everything.
Are we together? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, organ. An organ is made up of different what? Tissues that perform similar what? Functions. Is that clear? Different tissues. Different tissues there. perform similar functions. Look at this now. Someone mentioned liver here. So someone mentioned liver.
Similar
Function. Are we together? Similar function. Please, at any point in time, please, if you have any question, please ask. Don't keep quiet, please. At least the more you ask questions, the more I explain, the more we understand. Okay? But if you keep quiet, I will think you are following me. At the end, we will not achieve our purpose of coming here. Please. Don't feel ashamed. Just ask it. No matter how the question will look like. Ask the question. I will explain, okay? Okay?
Yes.
Good. Now, someone mentioned, ask when I was talking about organs, someone talked about liver. So when I was talking about tissue or cell, so liver is an organ. Okay? Liver is an what? Organ. Even the what? Stomach. Okay? And then the intestines. Okay? Are we together? The what? Intestines. They are the organs of the what? Digestive system. Even though liver is accessory, because liver does other things too. It's not solely an organ of the what? Digestive system. There are other things it does. The same thing with gallbladder. These things are organs, okay? So the intestine, if you break it down, large intestine, so small intestine from the jejunum, duodenum, ileum, coming down to the large intestine. Is that clear? Colon, both the transverse one, descending one, ascending one, sigmoid colon. All these things are what? Organs. Are we together? They are what? Organs. So they make up the what? The digestive what? System. Are we together? They make up the what? Now, if you now come to the lungs, the lungs are what? Organ too. Are we together? Are we together? Good. Then before you came, I talked about reproductive. If you go to the reproductive system, you see different organs there. Two, right? Good. You see different what? Organs. You see your uterus. You see your what is it called? What I'm telling you, what organs are there? You should know this one more than I do. Oh yeah, tell me. Oh yeah, let's go to female one now. Oh yeah, tell me about the organs there. From what I've explained so far, let's discuss it. Tell me.
We have uterus.
Mm-hmm. We have what? You're laughing. Why are you laughing now?
We have intestine.
Intestine where? What are you saying?
We have breast is also an organ.
Is that what?
Breast.
Okay, start from the sex organs. What? Give me an example of sex organs there. Sex organs.
Sex organs.
You have ovaries. Ovaries is there. Fallopian tubes. Vagina. Testes. Okay, I agree with you. Sit down. Thank you. Are we together? What are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Please, I want us to. This thing you are doing is distracting you. Please, I want us to listen, okay? I beg you, please, let us listen. So, you now know what organs are, right? Good. Now, let's look at the next level, which is the system. Let's look at the next level, which is what? System. Or simply organ system level. Organ system what? Level. So this level is made up of related organs that work together to perform a particular function. Related organs that work together to perform a particular function. Related organs that work together to perform a particular what? Function. So that means system is made up of what? different what? Organs. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Are you sure we are together?
No, sir. No, sir. To form
It's made up of.
Please, I want to understand. Is your focus on what you want to write, or what you understand by what I'm saying? I want to understand your focus.
Okay.
Let me understand your issue. Is it that you want me to say what you want to write, or what you want to understand? What I'm saying.
Understand.
If your mind is always on what you want to write, you will not be able to understand anything. You keep writing without understanding anything. So try to understand what I'm saying. Okay? Try to understand what I'm saying. If you understand what I'm saying, you can even put it down in your own way. Okay? But just try to understand. I talked about organ level now. So I now say that organ system level or system level. Some school of thought call it just organ system level. Some call it system level. But just to understand that they are talking about the same thing. So organ system level is made up of what? Different related organs that work together to perform a particular what? Function. Is that clear? Yeah. So that means different organs come together to form what? System level. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Different organs come together to form what? System level. The organs may be different, but they are related. True or false?
Yes.
By function, they come together to perform what? Particular function. Are we there? Are we there? Good, we are there. Now, another thing I want us to note is that we have. It is at this system level you start seeing things like respiratory system, digestive system, cardiovascular system, reproductive system, muscular system or musculoskeletal system, lymphatic system. All those systems, they are under what? Organ system level. Because under the system you see different organs. Is that clear? They are under what? Organ system level. So after that now we go to the next level, which is what? Or before that, let me now say one or two things about organ system level. Let me now use it to now mention some organs that make up organ system level. Are we together? I will now use it to describe some organs that make up what? The organ system level. Okay? So under here now, which is simply systems. No, I'll mention different systems of the body. And different organs you see under these systems. Okay? So, if after the organ system or system level, you now look at the organism level, organismal level. Is that clear? Organism level. Is that clear? Which is you. Which is you as human being now. There are different organisms, but our focus is on human being now. Okay? This which is you as I am now. As human being now, we have different systems in my body, and each of these systems have different organs, and each of these organs have different tissues, and each of these tissues have different cells, and each of these cells have different organelles inside them, and each of these organelles have different macromolecules that come together to form them, and each of these macromolecules have different molecules. Each of these molecules have different atoms. Each of these atoms have ions, have what is it called? Proton, neutron, and electron. That's how human being is organized. From the organism itself, which is human being, to the system. From the system down to different organs. that make up each of the system. Then each of these organs have different cells that make them up. The cells have different tissues. Then the tissue have different cells that make them up. Down to what? Atom. Is it clear? Are we sure it's clear? Now let's look at some the systems of the body.
Please, lecturer, let's tell us from the cell.
Okay.
Then doctors, then Olayemi.
Okay, you ask.
Let us know from where it starts.
Is that what?
No, just mention his name.
No, what I
Mention the way.
Just mention the way.
Organized.
yes, what I just said now.
Now, how you organize
How human body is organized, yes.
From the organ system to tissue system. From tissue to cell.
Are you starting from the cell? Or from
human part, the way we are made, as in from organ system level.
Doctors try.
From argument to no, it's not from argument.
So you see, they did not understand most of the thing I say.
From chemical cell to cell, from chemical to cell, tissue, organ system.
Some of them have left school so long.
You said the first level is chemical level of organization. So and after that, you made the example that example of cell a woman cell in the body is called woman sperm. The level cell, that is hepatocytes. I don't know this. Then you said cell is a level of an organization. Then tissue is also a component of similar cell that come together to help each other. Then you made the example like blood, then bones. Then you also said the cell that comes together is called osteocytic. Then the two bones joined together is called chondrocytes. Then you said organs. Under organs, an organ is different tissue that perform another function or similar functions. And you made example like liver, stomach, intestine, then bladder, lungs. Then you go to system level or organ system level. You said some people call it system level or organ system level. And you said this is made up of related organs that work together to perform particular functions. So, and you made an example like muscular system, respiratory system, etc. That's my own knowledge.
Anyway, some of the things you wrote there are not what I said anyway. But the question is for you to just start from either from the tissue, just come up how just the hair. That's what we want you to do. We want to know whether you truly understood what we mean by the structural organization. That's all. From what to what? From what to what?
From system level or organ system level to organs. Then from organs to tissue. From tissue to cell. From cell to chemical cell.
No, it's not. Sit down, sit down, sit down. You try, Sha, but it's not. Eh?
Chemical, cellular, tissue, organ system.
I like this now. Do you know why I like what's happening? Because it will help you to really do better. Now let me remember I asked you a very important question. When there was you asked me a question and I sent back the question to you. I asked you, are you interested in writing down? Are you interested in understanding what I'm saying? Now, if you are focused in what you are putting down, when the question comes up, you go back to that thing you put down, you're going to try to read it, and that's what we are doing now. You try, sir, but you are battling between what you put down and what you understood from what I said. What I want to hear is what you understood from what I said, what we discussed. Is that clear? So before you put down anything, try to. It's called note-taking skill. Try to understand what you don't put down. What you don't. You don't. And that let's. Okay.
I say you should listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have a skeleton whereby can use it for.
Okay. So you don't put down what you don't understand. Do you know why? If you put down what you don't understand, when the question is raised, you're battling to read that thing. But if you understood it, you don't even need to look at it. You just explain what you understood from what I said. Am I coming? I said, I started from the chemical level. And I told you what chemical level is. I broke it down. This is simple chemistry, that atoms combine together to form molecules. You did chemistry, right? Yes. You know that atoms come together to form what? Molecules, right? The molecules also come together to form macro molecules. Example, if some carbon. Okay, let me macromolecules you find you something like starch or glycogen. Let me use cellulose now. Is that clear? Or glycoprotein now. Is a macromolecule formed from protein and what? Carbohydrate. Protein and carbohydrate. Different molecules come together. Of course, protein on its own. What is the smallest unit of protein? What forms protein? Do you know?
Is it the fruit or what?
No, protein on its protein. You know, protein is a macromolecule, right? What forms it? Just the same way carbohydrate is a macromolecule. If you break it down, the smaller unit is what? Glucose, right? What of protein? Amino acid. This is the biology now. Biology O level biology. It's what? Amino acid. Now, you see how these molecules now come together to form bigger. Macro means bigger molecules. So all these things happen in the chemical level. At the end of the whole thing, organelles are formed. Organelles now make up the what? Come together to form what? Cell. So we have chemical level and what? After chemical level, we have the what? Cellular what? Level. Chemical, cellular level. So different cells come together to form what? Organs. Different organs also come together to form what? Tissues. Different tissues come together to form. If you are going up, where is that duster? Is that the duster? Okay, please help me. Okay, we have the different tissue. Chemical level, right? Chemical level. When at this chemical level now, I describe how chemical level, what are found in the chemical level. We have here what? Atoms, molecules, macromolecules, organelles, They're under what? Chemical level. So different organelles now combine to form what? Cells. Different cells come together to form what? Tissues. Different tissues come together to form what? Organs. And different organs come together to form what?
System level.
Organ system level. Is that clear? Organ system level. Then different organ, different system now. As you are now, different system in your body form you as a living organism, a human being. Is that clear? So different system now form the what? Organismal level, or simply what? Organism level. Is that clear? Living organism. Is that clear? The living organism we are talking about now in human physiology and anatomy is human being. Are we two together? So that's why I say that as you are now, there are different systems in your body. Is that system in your body that make you who you are, that make up your body, from the nervous system, right, to cardiovascular system, to respiratory system, digestive system, reproductive system. Then you have the integumentary system, right? Then you go down, of course, under cardiovascular, you have your lymphatic system is also there in a way. So all these systems make who you are. They perform their function. Without the cardiovascular system, blood will not go around your body now. The person just die. True of us. The cells will not have enough blood. The tissues will not have enough blood. True of us. Then without your musculoskeletal system, muscle and skeletal system, you cannot move. You cannot move your body. In fact, different organs in the body won't even perform their function, because it's not just about the physical movement you are looking. Even the muscle, most of these organs have their muscles too. The heart has its own muscle that makes it to be able to do what? Contract. True of us. Blood vessels have smooth muscles in there. So muscular system, entire muscular system, you be a living vegetable, because the person will not even be able to do anything. It's not true. Without your respiratory system, oxygen cannot enter. True of us. In fact, that one is even the worst, because the cell will die off. So without the nervous system, I don't know, the person would not be, you just lie like that on the bed. You cannot even move any part of your body, because it's your nervous system that will now coordinate different parts of the body. So all these systems in your body now make up the what? Human body. Is that clear? Is that clear? Now, can you I want to now you to make me understand, or be assured that you understood what I said. Who can explain what I said now? Fast, no time, fast.
He said that from chemical
Level,
from chemical level to cell,
Okay.
from cell to tissue,
Okay.
from tissue to organ,
Okay.
from organ to organ system,
Okay.
from organ system to organ level.
Organelle. No, are you going back to cell? To the organism now, organism or organismal level. Some call it organismal level. It's okay. And in this case now, the organism here is what? Human being, because we are talking about human anatomy and physiology. Is that clear now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Stand up.
He said from chemical level to cell, or cell to tissue, or tissue to organ, or organ to organ system, or organ system to organism level.
Okay.
So chemical level is talking about chemistry, atoms, while cell is talking about
The most important, what you say now is basic understanding. So if you open your material and go through it, you will understand it. You just want to get that basic understanding. That's what I want to hear. It's okay. It's okay. When you now open your material to go through cells, what is a cell? What is a tissue? What is an organ? What is a system? You now link it up. Do you have any? Talk to us. Let's hear you.
You said an atom that forms chemical level.
Okay.
So from chemical level to cell, from cell to tissue, from tissue to organ, from organ to organisms, from organs to organ system, then from organ system to organisms. And they have their own function and structure.
All right. So now we will carry it up by looking at. We have come up to a level of system. We have to talk about the system now. Let us now look at those systems that make up the human body. Hope you now see where this lecture is going now. So let us have a rundown, an overview of those different systems that make up your body. Those systems we are talking about now. Let's look at them. Let's pick them one after the other. Okay? So the first one I want us to look at is digestive system. Digestive system. You can see it here, right?
Yes, sir.
Digestive what? We are not going deep into it. It's a different topic on its own, okay? We are not going deep into it. I just want to mention, based on the topic we are treating, the organs you can see there. That's what I want to talk about. Is that clear? You said they form different topics on their own. So we are not going to do that. Based on this topic introduction, we just want to talk about the different organs, some of the organs you can find in each of them. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Exactly, good. So of course, from the name, it's clear what they do, right? This one, digestive system, the major thing, the function is to do what? Digestion and what? Food processing. Is that clear? Digestion and what? Food processing.
Food processing.
Yeah, processing. And it works with different accessory organs. So it works with salivary glands. It works with what is it called? Liver. I said it before, right? Even with bile, even with gallbladder. I mentioned it before. So now what you see, let me just not go into deep. Deep into it. Let me just mention the what you see there. What organs that contribute to its function. The system. You see things like salivary gland, mouth, specifically mouth, okay? Remember I said that digestion.
From the mouth.
Are you with us? But you're looking at this place. Please, we are done with here. Let's look at it. Look at me now. I said that I want to talk about structures now, not just organ now, structures in the digestive world. Is that clear? You see, of course, everything starts from the mouth, right? Because the salivary gland release what? Saliva, right? That help to do what? Digestion of some foods, right? Right? So we can say mouth. Mouth is there. Within one, let me specific. Salivary what? Gland, okay? Then you see things like esophagus is also there because it helps to conduct it, move it down through peristaltic movement down towards stomach. Two of us, without the esophagus, I don't know how it will get to the what? Stomach. You know what? Where is the esophagus? Aisha is not here. Okay. Okay, he's here. Okay. So now it links the mouth and the stomach, right? Right? It's just a tube that links the mouth and the stomach. Now, so also esophagus plays a very important role too. So esophagus is there. Stomach is also there. I'm listing the organs. right? That contribute in digestion. So stomach is there, esophagus is there, liver. This diarrhea starts from liver. Even though you see that, you see this place. This is where, even though they did not label it, they cut it off here from here. It enters the what? It continues from the what to the what stomach. Is that clear? So we have the esophagus is there, the liver is there, as you can see there. Then the gallbladder is there. Pancreas is also there. Pancreas is also there because pancreas releases some digestive enzymes. Is that clear? By the time we go into the digestive system proper, we dissect it. But
The work of that pancreas, because if somebody cleans chicken now, you say that you roll it, they should remove it so that we not spoil.
that is not pancreas. It's gallbladder.
Okay.
Pancreas.
Okay.
Don't worry, calm down. Don't worry, calm down. Understand this level first. Don't worry. By the time we are done with this course, you become something else. All you have to do is just, if I give assignment, do it seriously. Take it seriously. If I give you any material, any textbook, study it. By the time we are done with this course, anyway, let me not say what will happen. Let's continue. Now, pancreas is there, right? Intestines, as you can see them, they are there, right? As you can see them there. Then the colon, of course, colon is also there. You see sigmoid colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, all those things, the colon that are there, right? So, then rectum and the anus, rectum and anus, as you can see there. So this make up the what? Make up the what? Digestive system. Are we together? So they are organs of the digestive system. So if you now go into each of these organs, you start seeing tissues. Mainly muscle tissues. Mainly. Of course, each of these muscle tissues, they have their own tendons. Depending on where they are attached and the type of muscle. Anyway, this one is mainly smooth muscles anyway, not skeletal muscles anyway. Mainly smooth muscles. We'll still discuss them one after the other. Remember, this is just introduction. So if I go in and start explaining them deep, we will not be able to cover this introduction. So I just want to mention them. I'm trying to restrict myself so I don't go deep into each of the topics, because the digestive system is a topic on its own. Okay. Now the next system is excretory system. Excretory system. From them, excretory system. This one help to do what? Remove waste product of metabolism. Please note that point. Waste product of what? Metabolism. Waste product of what? Metabolism. Here we see things like kidneys are there. Kidneys, we are looking at organs you can find there, right? Any issue? Who is lost? Nobody. I'm giving examples of organs under this system. You see the kidney is there. Ureters. Okay, there's no big picture there. Kidney is there, ureter is there, bladder. Please, this bladder is different from gallbladder. Okay? Bladder is there. Urethra is there. Look at this God. If you see, if this is the kidney, it's a bladder, urinary bladder, and this you look up. This is the kidney, right? This tube from the kidney, the tube here from the kidney, two of them from each of the kidneys down to the bladder, urinary bladder. This one is urinary bladder. This one is gall bladder. So from here to the urinary bladder, these tubes are called ureter. This one are called what? Ureters. Okay. This is the urinary bladder. The one that comes out of urethra. urethra from the bladder itself is called what? Urethra. This one is called urethra. This one is what?
Urethra.
This one, when urine is formed, urethra takes urine from the kidney down to where? Urinary bladder, where it is stored. When it's time to evacuate, you feel pressed. You want to go and wee. If it comes out from the what? Urethra. Urethra. So don't worry, we'll go deep into. I don't want to go deep into that. We'll discuss that in detail. Just note what important thing I want us to note here is just these organs, okay?
Yes.
Why I drew this is that so that urethra don't confuse you with what? Urethra. That's why I drew it on the board, okay? We'll still discuss it as a topic. Okay, now the next one is what? Endocrine system. Endocrine system. This one has to do with hormones, okay? Because hormones also serves as means of communication, okay? So examples, what you see under endocrine system, some organs there, we have the what? We have mainly endocrine glands, mainly what you see there, mainly endocrine what? Glands. You see things like hypothalamus, you see things like pituitary gland, pituitary gland. When you go to your course material, you see all these things. Just listen, okay? Just listen, please. So we don't waste time. When you get to your material, everything is there. Is that clear? Pituitary gland, Pituitary, pituitary gland. After this class, please get something, maybe something like detergent or something to water to clean this board so that it will be all these things will go. So that when we write on the board, you can see it. Two of them, please do that. Okay? I said after class, do it, please. So we have pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, adrenal gland. What is it? You cannot write it. Don't be afraid. I can see your face.
We already said we should wait and listen.
Just listen. Just listen, okay? Listen. Okay? Listen. Remember I told you, feel free. All I want is anything you can devise to make you, so far it's not illegal, of course. So far it will make you to let this enter your head. Do it in my class. Feel free. If it's by writing, if you can record it, go and listen to it at home. It will help you to understand better. If it will help you, maybe when you are sleeping, when others are watching TikTok, you are listening to your lectures. It will, if that will help you to understand it, do that in my class. Feel free. What I want this thing to be in your head, okay? Not as a cram work, but as residual knowledge. Are we together? Good. Now, so I said, I made mention of hypothalamus, pituitary gland, pineal gland, thyroid gland. There are many of them. And even parathyroid glands and adrenal glands. They are under what? Endocrine system. Then another system is integumentary system. When you hear integumentary, you are talking about the what? The skin, the hair, the nails. Are we together? Those one that covers the outermost part of our body and the extremities. You see the hair is there covering the head, the scalp, right? Then you have the nails here. Then you have the skin overall. So this form the what? The integumentary what system. The hairs, the nails, the skin. Are we together? Are we together? Then, if you now, this is for human being. If you now go to those that are not human being, like fish, you see the scales, right? Yeah. Feathers and what have you in birds. But we are talking about human beings here. So let's focus on on human beings? Hairs, skin, and what? Nails. Okay. So the next one is the lymphatic system. Let's treat it as a separate system. Lymphatic system. Here you see things like the lymph vessels. You see things like lymph vessels. We also see things like lymph nodes. It's also there. Even the spleen. Spleen is also there. Spleen. Have you heard of the term spleen before? Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't fear. Just let's. Don't be afraid. Okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. When you get. Let me check something. Then you have you know about the muscular system, right? That one is muscles, right? At least muscles and their what? Tendons, okay? That one is there. Then nervous system. You have the brain, right? The brain is there, the spinal cord, right? The brain and spinal cord now.
I don't know.
You do your face as if you're confused. Are you tired? Are you tired? Are you sure? Okay. So we have your cardiovascular. Sorry, we have discussed reproductive system at length, right? We mentioned different organs there, right? Right? What are they? We mentioned about up to 6 organs in this lecture. When I use this as an example, even with digestion, we mentioned up to 6 organs. So tell me, what organs did you mention in the reproductive system? Organ, not cells. Talk about organ first. Is when you now go deeper, you start talking about. I say organs that make up these systems. Let's talk about the organs. We have the sex organs now, like ovaries, right? Fallopian tubes, uterus, vulva, vagina, testes, vas deferens, seminal vesicles. There are many of them. Even prostate, then penis. These things are organs under what? Reproductive what? System. These are organs under what? Reproductive system. Then next one, you look at cardiovascular system. Cardiovascular is blood an organ? Is blood an organ? What level what level is blood? Obey what level is blood? Obey me. What level is blood? Doctors? Huh? Huh? I can't hear you. 20. That's what I'm saying. Oh, baby, are you with us? You answer as if you're already with us at all. 20. Who said 20? I thought I give you different levels of this. Tissue level. This is 20, 30. I don't understand. Where are the 20 from? Doctors, please talk to us. Where did you get that to 20 and 30 from? Maybe there's something we are missing. Doctors, tell us. Is it clear now? Are you with us now? Doctors, are you with us now? Good. So it's what? So blood is a tissue. I'm not asking of the tissue now. I'm asking of the what? Organs. So what organs are there? Cardiovascular, Stomach.
No, stomach is not good.
Stomach.
No, no.
Okay. It's okay. Let me give you a clue. Cardiovascular system. You know, I said that I don't want to go into the, but let me give you a clue. Cardiovascular system, they are just there to do what? Pumping of blood and circulation of pumping and circulation of blood to different parts of the body. That's the function of what? Cardiovascular system. Now tell me, what organs?
Veins.
Arteries, blood vessels, right? Good. Arteries and what? Vein. Blood vessels, just call them blood what? Vessels. Another one is what? Huh? Say it. Heart. Heart. Say it. Heart. Are we together? What of respiratory system? For what? Breathing, right? Taking it oxygen. And not just about it goes beyond that to just the superficial part function of it to mainly the respiratory system is there to take in what for breakdown of what nutrients to release what energy, right, for the cellular activities. That's the basic thing, but it's okay. So what are organs that you find there?
Organs.
Yes.
Nose.
Nose. Okay. Pharynx is there. Larynx is there. Trachea. Trachea is there. Trachea. Trachea bifurcates. This is trachea. Bifurcated into two. You see the lungs attached. Have you seen that before? Lungs is there. Trachea. Break down into bronchioles. This is biology now. You're looking at me. Sometimes the way you look at me make me feel as if.
We did not put teeth.
And you pass biology.
No, it's that they are following what will they call it, the timetable, and they just say okay, draw the diagram.
There's no way anybody that was taught like that will pass biology by himself. It's not possible.
Draw the diagram, the function of they not go deep down.
There's no way anybody that was taught like that will pass biology by himself. It's not possible.
So they just draw the teeth, draw the air, this is out.
Well, it's okay. It's well. So that means this shows that you have a lot of work to do. You have to read. You have a lot of things to do. We have a lot of work to do. We have to study. So as to fill up those gaps. If we keep teaching O-level things here, at the end, we may not be able to achieve anything. Two of us. I try to go back, but if we keep going back, we remain in O-level work. We'll not be able to do anything. So that means we have a lot of work to do. I'll do the ones I can within the limited time I have to help you, but at the same time, you have to study. You have to study. You've seen that if you don't have a good knowledge of biology, chemistry, physics, and mathematics, you're wasting your time. You cannot, there's no magic, you cannot do magic. You'll be hanging. But there's some things I'll mention, you need to know what it is. Because there are some things that there's some foundational issues there that you are lacking. So this calls for you to stand up now and study. You must study. You have to study. Very important. As I said, I'll do the one I can, but the most of the things you have to do now, you have to do much of the reading by yourself. Yeah, you have to study them, because there are some things from our discussion. I noticed some lapses. I noticed some lapses in your O-level work. For the past 2 hours I've been with you now, I'm noticing a lot of lapses in your. I noticed a lot of lapses in your O-level. And I don't know the reason, but whatever reason, you have to forget about the past. You have to stand up now. You have to study. Very important. It's not just about passing the exam. It's about understanding these things, knowing these things. So under the respiratory system, we have the organs like I mentioned pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs, and the diaphragm. Lungs and what? Diaphragm. Lungs and what? Diaphragm. So under skeletal system, under skeletal so any question? All right, so now I'll give you assignment now. Hope you all are who is your class rep? Okay, you are class rep. Okay, see what you do. I will drop the assignment in your WhatsApp group. So what's that? You better go for the if you want to do well in this stuff, please. Don't tell me that. Now what to do is this. How many are you in this class?
Yes, 7.
I want to. Your class with. Are you with your classmates? Okay, I'll get it from them.
Classmates.
Yeah.
You get it from doctors.
So what to do is this.
Yes, sir.
I'll open a group. WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll add all of you. Then, if I get your list, your class list, I will now draft the assignment and draft because if I come out, if I start dictating it now, because I don't want to start dictating the assignment now, is or let me dictate it. Each of you will take your own. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Let me dictate it because I may leave here and other people will take my attention. Let me dictate it. Okay, state and explain the levels of structural complexity within the human body.
Complexity.
State and explain the levels of structural complexity within the human body. State and explain the levels of structural complexity. From complex, you get complexity within the human body. State and explain the levels of structural complexity within the human body. Are you there? Okay. I'm coming. Which of the following? Which of the following represents the correct order of structural levels of the body? Which of the following represents the correct order of structural levels of order? Which of the following represents the correct order of structural levels of the body? A. If you A, organism. If you write if you write, you put arrow like this. Okay? If you write organism, you put arrow like this.
Okay.
Then write cell.
Cell, yeah.
And another arrow, write tissue. Another arrow, write organ system. B. I'm giving option now. That is OBJ question.
Yes.
Option B. Option B, cell. You put arrow. Tissue. You put arrow. Organ. You put arrow. Organ system. You put arrow. Organism. C. Option C. Tissue. You put arrow. The arrow should be like this, not like this. So the arrow is like this. See what I wrote on the board. You see, some of you we are doing your arrow like this. See what I wrote on the board now. See see the direction of the arrow, so you don't waste your paper. The arrow is like this. Which option am I in?
C. Tissue.
Okay, C. Tissue, arrow, organ, arrow, organ system, arrow, cell, arrow, organism. Option D. Organ system, arrow, tissue, arrow, cell, arrow, organ, arrow, organism. So you do the assignments, do it on a sheet of paper, on a paper. Write it on the paper. If you write it, you submit it to me in our next class. Once you come to class, bam, I'll give like 30 minutes to look at the assignment. Everybody will have like 3 minutes to talk to us on what you submit. The one you submit to me. Write your full name on it. Your I'll give you a matriculation number. Just write your full name on it, and your department and class. Then the assignment, you submit it to me. Then I'll give you like 2 minutes. You talk to us what you did. Is that clear? Don't copy each other. So that's what you are. How you will be doing as you are doing it. I am scoring you. That's how we'll be doing our assignment until the end of the semester. After this will form your CA. Are we together?
How are you going, sir?
Eh?
How are you coming?
I will come on Thursdays. All things being equal.
Okay.
My class with you is on Thursdays. From 9 a.m. I'm here. 9 to 11. It should be from 9 to 11. I should have your class from 9 to 11. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So I'll give you my number. Take down my number. 081 38 68 2003.
Your name, sir?
Pharmacist Ezanya Emmanuel Chetana. Let me write that on the board. I don't like this marker. I prefer black marker. Ezaya Emmanuel. Just call me Chetanna. I prefer Chetanna for short. But that's my Chetanna, Chetanna. But that's my full name anyway. Chetanna. So, please chat me up on WhatsApp so I can give you the link. Do you have your own personal WhatsApp already?
Yes, sir.
So chat me on WhatsApp. I will give you the link. Then you now drop it in a so that they will join the WhatsApp group. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the assignment you will do. My assignment is class. If you come to my class, you present it, I'll collect it. If you don't present, I'll not collect. You must present your work. So if you like disappear this week, I want to talk to you. It's only those that will come to my class and present their work, I will score. And that's how I will do it until the exam period. Then if there's a semester exam, you write that one. But this one, I will be collecting it until the end of the semester. That will form part of your CA. Are we together? All right. Any question? All right. Thank you very much for your attention. God bless you.